Hello everybody, welcome back to Cat Everyday. It is Arts and Crafts Friday and I am making some Valentines for my kids for Valentine's Day. I'm using a bone folder here to get a nice super straight crease, and that is going to be my canvas of the card. This is an ATC paper. I'm going to work around that, so let's decorate the ATC first in the background. I just kind of need a focal point in the background to start decorating around. So what I did is I'm putting it on top of a green paper so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing, and I have taped the corners so it does not move. I'm using some watercolors, and I've just really loaded up my brush with paint, and I kind of want to start in kind of heavy on the corners and go light in the middle so that it's a little more atmospheric. And so it's kind of going to load up with water, so I'm going to blot it here with a little paper towel, and then I'm going to start working in a little bit of green here just to give it a little bit of depth to my color. And I don't want it to be quite so harsh, so I'm going to dab that as well. And I really like the way it looks when when I do that kind of thing. It looks a little marbly, and I really like that. So after I blot it, I'm going to use a little bit of gold, and I kind of want to accent the corners and the edges here. So I'm kind of going to follow that with a metallic pen and then just use a brush to soften it up a little bit. And I'll do that on the other side as well. I just kind of like to start making things without a real plan sometimes, and or maybe get inspired by something and then just start doing it. I'm going to use some of this paper here with roses on it. I'm going to cut out some of these, and that's going to be part of the collage. So is this. I have this cute little guy here holding a Valentine. So now that this is dry here, I have used a glue stick on the back. I'm out of my other types of adhesives, so I got to use a glue stick. And so what I'm going to do is start laying down some pieces of the collage and maybe play with how I would like to put it. And I kind of like this arrangement here, and I've got this really cute little canvasy piece here I can glue in. This I'm not so sure about. I love these hearts, but for some reason I feel like they take over the piece, and so I don't know about that. I was really struggling with that, and I think I'm just going to leave it out. It just seemed to be a little bit too bold, and it was really competing with everything else. So I'm going to put a butterfly here instead, and one on the bottom, because I like the way the teal kind of brings out, the teal in his clothes. And I've got teal and red in here, and it is more of a Valentine's washi tape, so I'm going to be using that. And I like to leave the edges kind of raw on this washi tape here, so it's not going to be a straight edge. Couldn't really decide where to put that. I think maybe up here is best. And I love the little whimsical look of the polka dots. They kind of add a little fun circusy element. And I almost forgot to add some exploding hearts out of his Valentine kit here, and I'm going to choose some words. And I think open your heart, keep your heart open here is probably really a good little saying to use. I like the way it came out. I think it's really fun. All right, the next one is going to be kind of I'm just going to load up this, it's a stamp with a little paint, and I just dabbed it on with a little sponge dauber, however you say that. And I'm going to put 4 hearts on 4 of these ATC papers. I'm loading this one up here. Every heart stamp has a different pattern on it. I'm just going to load it up with some more. I like the blue. And these aren't perfect, and that's fine. They don't have to be. I kind of like them a little bit more raw around the edges. This one's going to be really super light, and actually this stamp here I've had for way too long, and I think it's just time for me to toss it out, but I can't do it. I do like the pattern, and I haven't found another one like that, even though it's really light. I think that's still going to work here. This next one comes out the darkest. I'm not quite sure why, but it came out really well. I really liked it. So this is really fun. Once these get on the card itself, I will start to decorate on top. So they need to dry for a little while first. Okay, so the bottom right one, I glued it in. So since that's already stable, I'm just going to use that to kind of line all the others up according to that one, because that one I felt was squared off perfectly. And so that way they'll all be square now. And what I'm going to do is just press them with this heavy, something heavy like a book or something. I have this DVD set, Keeping Up Appearances. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's a BBC Britcom. I love it. Our eldest son gave it to me for a gift one year. So I'm going to use some of these cool stickers here that I got at Hobby Lobby. They were like 60% off, and I got a good deal on them. I think that one goes well in the pink. And then I'm going to use some of these bold ones for the other hearts and just put kind of like hearts and hearts to kind of give some focal points. And with collage, because I'm going to keep layering stuff on here, you just kind of like you do layers one at a time. And some of them, you don't even see all the layers. I found this really cute little girl holding a Valentine. She's going to go in the middle because this Valentine is from Mom to my kids. And so the next thing is I think I'm going to put some little flying hearts that are coming out of her little Valentine that she's holding. I think that's really sweet. And these are just little stickers, just something to kind of like find when you're looking around at it. I think that's really cute. And now I'm going to use some of this washi tape. I really like the boldness of this one. This is a Valentine washi tape. And this was old too. I did a video on not throwing out your old washi tape. The first 5 or 6 layers or so, I just really couldn't get through, but I cut through them, and eventually you get down to a usable layer that you could use. So both of these washi tapes were really old, and I ended up being able to use them, and they work very well. So the second one that I put down, I made sure it had a nice straight edge so that it actually looks neat when I put it down. And I really like that one, the one with the teal. It kind of brings out the blue in the girl's dress. So I'm going to, look at that. I'm going to fasten that on either side. That looks good. But the background needs a little pink. First of all, I'm going to put a little saying right here, and I'll show you what that says in just a second as soon as I get it down. And it is really, really cute. And be sure to leave room in your heart. What does it say? Be sure to leave room in your heart for something. I need to take a look at what that says. Oh, and I ended up putting pink in the background and then some gray hearts on top where she's peeking through. Keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable. All right, time to make the last card, and I have this paper cutout here. I'm just going to lay everything down. I've got a canvas heart I cut out, and then I cut this little cork heart and a paper heart. And then I've got my little girl here with her Valentines, and laugh so hard your stomach hurts. All these wonderful little sayings. I put everything here, and now I've got everything stuck with glue. You are capable of becoming more than you realize. I know which child I'm going to give this to you. And I've got this. This is washi tape, but it's canvas, and this is another Jim Holtz collection. And I got that. Where did I get that? I think I got that at Joann's, maybe, or Hobby Lobby. Maybe it was Hobby Lobby. I know that both of them have that. I don't think I found those at Michael's the last time I was there. Okay, so here are some of the translucent little hearts. I'm going to put one in there. I need even another heart inside all of these other hearts. And then see if I want something whimsical, some whimsical little hearts coming out of the little girl's Valentine. So what do? I'm like looking. I actually found this little design down here on the bottom. I thought that was kind of cute, just to put a little filigree down there or something. So this is what I'm going to do, just to add a few of those little whimsical hearts coming out of there. One thing that you want to see at Valentine's Day is you just want to see a plethora of hearts. Hearts everywhere. Red hearts, red draped over everything that doesn't move, and just hearts everywhere. And it just makes you feel so good, like it's a really special day. And so that's what we're doing with these cards. I want them to make them feel very special. So I'm also going to add one up here at the top inside the flower. And this is what it ends up looking like. I think we have enough on here. What do you think? We're going to stop here. So that's one card, and then here's the other card we made and the first card that we made here. And now all I have to do is fill them out.